Hoya this and Hoya that. I've been speaking about Hoyas non-stop. Albeit Hoyas is a very hot topic in this plant community. But what about the other plants that I have in my collection? A year ago, I did a Scindapsus video where I showed you guys my selection. And at the time, it wasn't a large selection at all. And today I thought it would be fun for me to show you guys an update as far as what's going on with my old collection, as well as show you guys the newly acquired and added on Scindapsus that I've added to my indoor jungle. By the way, my name is Pam and this is my plant journey. Last year, I've had about 8 Scindapsus in my collection in total. And some of them, as of today, you guys, did not make it. So we're going to do a brief moment of silence for the ones that's RIP'd. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's just get into it. If I'm able to find a clip to show you guys what the plant looked like a year ago, I will show it to you somewhere around here. But let me jump into the my very first one. And this is just an example of it. This is my Jade Scindapsus, you guys. This particular plant, I think out of all of my Scindapsus that I have, has probably been the most easiest, the most rewarding, and fastest to grow. So this is just a cutting of her, and you'll see on screen, I've showed her numerous of times on my channel. Y'all see how I have her growing up this pole, and she is really my height, maybe slightly taller. Again, probably my top ranking Scindapsus, and that's if I was going to rank it. But I really admire it. This beautiful, thick, shimmery, dark leaves, very beautiful plant. 10 out of 10. I definitely would recommend this one, probably out of all of them, to be honest with you. But she's just been one that's just been consistent with just being easy care and just fun to grow. This next one is going to be my Silver Cloud. This is what she looked like a year ago. And this is what she looks like now. She has done a complete turnaround. In the very beginning stages of me acquiring this plant, she has been giving me issues. She really wasn't that easy to grow. I think I had to actually learn her, you guys, what she liked. I was losing leaves really fast, and I made the drastic choice, and I took a chance of actually growing her hydroponically. And so she's in no drainage with nothing but leca, and I just eyeball it. I fill it up to probably right here, and I just leave her be. But it seems to be that the sweet spot for her. She's grown completely full, as y'all can see. She's done an amazing comeback. Will I ever take her out of the no drainage situation? Probably not, because she was not doing well for me at all when she was being grown in soil. So I really love how she's turning out. As you can see, very beautiful. She does put out, but Scindapsus are also known for putting out these trailing vines. I just keep cutting it back, and that hopefully promotes her to actually push out a leaf or two and, you know, give you this full look. But she is a very beautiful plant. I'm glad I have her in my collection. She taught me a lot. This next one is my Scindapsus exotica. Let's take a look at last year where she was at. And now I'm going to show you a picture of her right now, what she looks like. This is my mother plant, you guys. As you can see, I have her in a macrame, and I was not going to even attempt to try to pull her out. She has thus grown tremendously. I've did a wraparound to wrap the vines in to give her such a fuller look. I could have propagated her, but for me, it was just easier for me to do her that way. I do have a cutting right here, you guys, that I want to show with you and share with you. And as you can see, she's a very beautiful plant. She's a moderate grower. I wouldn't say she's a fast grower by any means, but she is definitely a beautiful plant, and I just love this exotica. She's very beautiful. Now this next one, you guys, I'm not sure if I even have a picture of my silver splash from last year. And I can't remember if I had her last year. If I did, I will show you the photo. But if not, yeah, we'll just move on. But let me show you guys my silver splash. I love this plant. It's very beautiful. Now, I know I know you guys in plant world probably be like, okay, all these silver splashes, how can you even tell the difference between one and another? You really can't unless you have that good cat eye, that good plant eye. That's when you can actually tell the difference. But I'm going to share with you, I think I did a video too a while back, a long time ago. And maybe I need to do an updated one where I talk about how you can kind of tell the differences a little bit. But let me just share with you really briefly the difference between the two. So this is the Silver Splash and this is the Exotica. I'm not quite sure if you can actually see the difference. The difference really is just the shape of the leaves as well as the pattern of the silver. The Exotica actually has a little bit more silver, and the leaves are wider with a slight curve. And this is slightly, it has a slight curve as well, but the leaves are not as wide. And the silver patterning can be kind of like, it's really in there, but slightly splashed. But if you look at just the comparison of the two leaves, you can see that this one right here has more silver on it than this one. So that's how I'm able to tell the difference. Now, truth be told, you guys, I guess if you have one silver designed Scindapsus, that could just complete the collection as far as the silver varieties that you have. But I really love the shape and I love the different patterns, and I can see it. So that's probably why I have more than just these two that we're about to see. But before we actually get into that, I want to share with you the other plant that I've had in my collection. Let's show a picture of it from last year. And this is my Trubii dark form Scindapsus. That's what she looked like then. And let me show you guys what she looks like now. This is her, and you probably saw her in the thumbnail. She is one that's also a little bit of a challenge to grow, like the Silver Cloud. I had to make a drastic change with her as well and put her in a semi-hydroponic, well, not semi, in a hydroponic situation, and that tend to do the trick because I was losing leaves left and right. Now, she does have some of these kind of leaves. I'm not sure what it's from. It wasn't a whole lot. I think it was just this leaf, and I cut off a leaf a while back, or very recently rather, where the whole leaf was kind of like that color. But she's so beautiful. I really love this plant. I love how healthy and shiny the leaves are. They're thick. They feel leathery. I love the elongated shape. It kind of doesn't really look like a Scindapsus in a sense. But again, if it wasn't for me putting her, she's in this little thing. You can't even see it. I brought this little square container from the dollar store, and it's kind of like, it's like a reflective type of, you have to really look close to even see the inside. And I think I did that on purpose so that I wouldn't have to worry about seeing algae. And I can tell and see there's a lot of roots in here. You won't be able to see it, so I'm not even going to waste your time showing. But I can see, using my good eye, where to fill it up. And she still has some liquid in there. So I usually keep her filled like right here. And I have her hanging, I had her hanging actually in my dining room. I just recently brought her in here because I needed that space for a succulent, I think. I needed something bright. So I have her growing right now in the sunroom. So I'm hoping that she doesn't have a fit or a change on me. But I really, really do love this plant. I'm glad I was able to figure her out a little bit to keep her at least alive. So she's giving me some growth, but I would categorize her as a slow grower for me. Now we're about to get into the plants that I've acquired since then. Let me start off by showing you guys. This is my Scindapsus green anaconda. I showed you this plant recently, a few weeks or maybe a month or so ago. As you can see, guys, she hasn't grown any at all. She has this runner that I more than likely am going to cut. And maybe I'll try to see if I can propagate the wet stick just to see what happens. I probably will do that just to test it out. She's given me this little leaf. The leaves are tiny, so I'm still in the learning phase with her. She's a very beautiful plant. Now, albeit she does need a little bit of drink. That's why you see her leaves slightly curled. And I will give her a drink at the end of this video. But I do love pattern of this plant. Very pretty plant. And she is strikingly, slightly, as you can see, different from the other. Now that Silver Lady, this one was a challenge to grow, and she RIP'd. I think y'all seen her on the screen earlier. So I went and got another one. And this is what she looks like, you guys. And for some reason, this is my second time trying this plant. She is not liking me. She doesn't like what I'm giving her. She doesn't like anything that I'm doing. It's been a struggle to grow her. And I don't know if I need to take her out and try to establish more of a root system and then put her, as I did with the Trubii Dark and my Silver Cloud. Do I need to put her in a hydroponic situation as well? I don't know. She just seems to be a challenge to grow. And this is all I had. She did grow this. I guess I should be happy that she gave me these little baby leaves. And they haven't sized up or anything or gotten any bigger. So I really don't know what the issue is with this plant and with me growing this plant. She's a beautiful plant. I love her. She was on my wish list for a long time. But I really wish that she would do some growing for me. If y'all have any tips as far as what y'all do with this, share with the plant community, child, because I don't know what to do with her. And I don't know how I feel about her. I don't want to feel bad about a plant because she's not growing in my conditions, right? Because I still want to admire the beauty of the plant, whether it's growing well in my conditions or in someone else's collection. But I don't know. I'm just on a fence. Help me out here. I'm going to show you my jade satin marble. I actually have multiple ones. But let me show you the very first one that I received. This one was one where I was struggling with her a bit, and I did the same thing. I put her in a hydroponic situation, and as you can see, she has some very good roots going on, and I figured she probably has to establish a real root system before she can actually pump out the leaves. I didn't think this plant was going to make it when I got her. She was probably a 2-leafer, and I was afraid that she wasn't going to make it. So I did buy another one, which is crazy, you guys. I'm going to show y'all. Now, this jade satin marble is doing a great job for me, as you can see here. I just gave her a drink, so I have to give her some time to actually uncurl her leaves. But her leaves are absolutely gorgeous. It's so funny to me that you see somewhere it's white or, you know, marbled, but then this leaf right here kind of almost looked yellowish. And as you go further up, which I just wrapped her actually around, the color is slowly trying to fade away. Now, albeit y'all see her on this pole right now, but I initially had her hanging, so she was hanging away from the light. So I probably more than likely, I was trying to wait to see if a leaf was going to unfurl again before I cut her, but I do plan on probably cutting her back to, probably cut her all the way back down to here. I'm not going to throw these leaves away. I will propagate her and probably mix her into one of my other Scindapsus, but I want to encourage more of this if I'm able to. She's such a beautiful plant. Oh my goodness, and I love her. So she's a little bit more marbled as well, which is crazy, the pattern. But this one is so easier to grow, and she grows a little bit way faster than the one I just showed y'all, which is funny how plants are. Sometimes it's not the genus itself. It could be just the actual plant and maybe where you got it from, perhaps. So if you ever have a plant, you guys, where you tried once and you failed, do yourself a favor and at least try it a second time, because you just never know. It might not be you. It could be just the plant itself didn't want to stay alive. This other Scindapsus, you guys, was sold to me as a Scindapsus, I want to say Aria, where it's supposed to have more of the yellowish color as opposed to the white. I'm not sure. The color looks like it's fading away slightly, and that's because I don't have her blasted under a lot of light. I love the color. I'm going to see what I can do to bring her out. She is just a one viner, and I don't know what it is about these particular plants where they're being sold as just one vine. But I mean, I could probably try to cut her up and propagate her. What I've come to learn is that some Scindapsus are easier to root than others. I'm not sure if this is one of them or not. I really want to see if I can bring more of the yellow out. But it's like a mixture to me. Like, it looks a little yellow, but then it also looks a little bit marble-like. So I really don't know what this plant wants to do, but I do love it. My goal with her is to just see if I can fill her out. Or who knows. It seems like these particular ones, these new ones, require a little bit more maintenance than the old traditional Scindapsus. Comment and let me know if you guys believe in that statement or not. Okay, so this is the last plant, you guys. I just got this recently, like maybe a couple of weeks, and I couldn't believe it. I think I was at Home Depot, you guys, and y'all already know what I've been telling y'all about these big box stores in my area. Just really don't be doing anybody justice, but magically every once in a while you'll find a gold gem. And I saw this Scindapsus that I've never seen before, and I thought it was cool. It's from Proven Winners, Leaf Joy. And let me just show y'all. And who knows, y'all probably already seen this plant before me, because like I said, we get trash here. Okay, Joyce, I'm shouting out to you. Neighbor. You let me know. Is it trash here for you too? I would love to know. Please let me know. I'm going to be looking for your comment, Joyce. You. Please let me know. But anyway, this right here is a Scindapsus, you guys. I've never seen this before. Isn't it beautiful? And it actually says on here that I'm new. It's called Shimmering Falls Kalimantan Scindapsus pictus. Kalimantan. Isn't that crazy? Kalimantan, like the Hoya Kalimantan. I'm not sure exactly what. This plant is gorgeous though. It looks like a cross between an exotica and actually a silver lady, because of the elongation of the leaves, the way that it's pointy, and then the splash. But then if you look, it's like a tricolor too. You see the dark and then the silver, and it's like a light color. So I don't know, this was $19.99. It came in this pretty hanging basket, so I was surprised. It was so unique. And you know what, sidebar, you guys, so funny. I was actually looking at the plant, and I was with my husband at the time. Here I go. I'm up there debating whether or not if I should get the plant. He just pretty much just took it. He made a decision for me and just took it, because he couldn't stand to watch me torture myself contemplating whether or not to bring this plant home. But I'm so glad he did, and I'm so glad that I have it, because it's very interesting. Y'all let me know if you've seen this plant. And she's, as you can see, she is really, really full. So I don't know. I'll report back to you guys my observation as I keep an eye on her. I haven't changed her. She feels like she's in a very peat moss soil, which kind of tells me she may need a little bit more water than my Exotica and Silver Splash. Beautiful nonetheless though. So if you're looking for something different, only thing I can tell you guys is check your local Home Depot. Maybe you'll luck up on this. Or maybe you already have it. Who knows? Let me know if you already have this in your collection. I would love to do a count. Honestly, I really would. So as you can see, you guys, some survived and some did not. Some I still struggle with. Some are thriving. That's all part of this beautiful plant journey that we have. You know, we're going to have some successes. We're going to have some losses. And I'm okay with that because I'm learning as I continue going down my path. So y'all let me know if you have any of these varieties or if you have any other Scindapsus. I've been wanting to try to get that tricolor one. But I'm not sure if I really want to add it because I feel like at this point I've reached my quota with the silver splashy, dashy type of thing. So let me know if you have anything different in your collection as far as the Scindapsus that I may not even heard of. I would love to read your thoughts. And until next time, you guys have a blessed day. See you later. Bye.